Let's talk about Pokémon Crystal. So, Pokemon games were some of my favorite games when I was a kid, and I played a bunch of them. Um, I started by using emulators because I did not have any consoles that could play the Pokemon games, and I remember playing a lot of Pokemon Blue. I also remember playing Yellow, but I think that the Pokemon game that I have the most memories of is Crystal because I got a Game Boy Color at some point, and I had Crystal on that, and many I have many good memories from that, and a few bad ones, which are not so bad. They're just a bit funny. So one of the very cool things about Pokemon Crystal was the new day and night system, whereas before it was always day. And Crystal, it adapted to the time it was where you were. And I usually played in the weekend mornings. So it was usually morning when I played. I I actually don't remember seeing a whole lot of the night content. I don't know if I just slept early or what, but I mostly play the day stuff. And you get the Eve, right? Like with all Pokemon games, you get an Eve, and you have to figure out which you're going to evolve that into. And I wanted an Umbreon. I don't know if that's how you say that, but I wanted the dark one because that was the cool one, right? But it was so hard to evolve the Eve through happiness. So I remember doing just a lot to try to get that. I gave I gave my Eve all the rare candy that I found. I gave the Eve all the haircuts. Like every day, I would take them to Goldenrod City to get a haircut. And at some point, the Eve finally evolved, but it was day because I usually played during the day. And so my Eve became an Aspion. And I remember being a bit disappointed initially. I was like, I really wanted an Umbreon. But on some level, I did not mind too much because it had already been so long, and at this point, I was like, okay, whatever. The Eve has evolved. That's good enough. And the other thing is that the Espion turned out to be quite strong. so it wasn't so bad. Um, and I mentioned Goldenrod City, and that was probably my favorite city in the game. Also, I guess because it was a bit different. Because before, all the all the places were like towns, and Goldenrod City was a big city with these huge buildings. That was really cool to see. And I remember there was the train there. I enjoyed Goldenrod. My starters were usually water starters. I don't know why. But they were either water or sometimes fire. Usually not the grass one. I I think I did a few attempts at that, but don't remember really enjoying those. Um, and I also played the Pokemon card game, and that was available both as digital game, and I played that on an emulator. I did not have the game, and but I did have the cards. I had a bunch of cards, and I went to a local. It's not really not tournaments, but every weekend they had activities and people would play together. That was a lot of fun as well. I could do a whole video on that. Could get the badges, the gym badges. Like, we would have to play each other for points and get the badges. I had a bunch of repeated badges just because of how the season system worked or something. It was a yeah. And my decks were well. I remember my first one being water as well. As I said, my starters were water. But eventually, I moved on to a fighting deck. And that was my main one for most of my career as a Pokemon master. So yeah, that was Pokemon. I don't think I have anything else to say. And yet I still have to paint a little bit more of the sky. So we definitely have a problem here. You could probably stop watching at this point. Please go away. Let me just finish the sky. Give me a second. I'll show you the watercolor in just a bit. Did you enjoy Pokemon? I think most of us did. Let me know in the comments and leave your like and subscribe. Okay. So I guess I'm leaving this one without the lines as well. That should be fine. Yeah. One day I'll learn how to paint. For now, this is what I did. Whatever this is called. Okay. There we go. Oh, and this is over 10 minutes, so big fail there. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.